can't go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Mama, brother, papa, sister, before. Any beef supposed stay inside bottle.
Maggi Star is crafted from fermented soybeans, onions, chili flavor, and cloves in a way only Maggi knows.
Walking on my Maggi make it right. Come with piece of piece. Oh no, come at all, oh, before, Maggi, oh, Maggi.
Maggi Star, making every meal special and special moments unforgettable.
Maggi, oh, Maggi, oh, Maggi, oh, love, oh, me and Maggi so good together. Me and Maggi so good together.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
My name is Mr. Tony Nta Akure. I'm here to talk about the StarTime Solar experience that was recently installed to the present facility I manage. We've had some issues when it comes to powering the facility. We made a contact with the StarTimes company, and on the long run, we're able to get into partnership with them, where they formally installed the current inverter machine. The installation of this very inverter gave us a cut in our cost implications when it comes to the usage in power, both in PHCN and also the diesel purchase to our generator.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Mama, brother, papa, sister, before. Any beef supposed stay inside bottle.
Maggi Star is crafted from fermented soybeans, onions, chili flavor, and cloves in a way only Maggi knows.
Walking on my Maggi make it right. Come with piece of piece. Oh no, come at all, oh, before, Maggi, oh, Maggi.
Maggi Star, making every meal special and special moments unforgettable.
Maggi, oh, Maggi, oh, Maggi, oh, love, oh, me and Maggi so good together. Me and Maggi so good together.
On the news tonight, Ondo government launches renewed hope ambassadors. Federal government issues directive on misuse of academic titles. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Akure News at 7. I am Olufemi Dairo. Now the news. The Renewed Hope Ambassadors Initiative has been officially launched in Ondo State, with selected representatives appointed across all local government areas to serve as ambassadors of the program. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, while inaugurating local government and ward coordinators, says the strategic effort is to deepen grassroots engagement and enhance the dissemination of government policies across the state. Adebayo Jegede reports.
The inauguration was held at the Ganifawa Imi Arcade Ground in Akure, which brought together all Progressive Congress APC leaders, top government officials and supporters, marking a significant step in consolidating the renewed hope agenda at the subnational level. Speaking at the inauguration, the governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, described the initiative as a transition from vision to structure. He emphasized that their role is to interpret government policies and ensures that citizens at all levels understand the ongoing reforms and programs.
The newly inaugurated executives and ambassadors, your assignment is clear. You must take this message to the grassroots with clarity, discipline, and with integrity.
The Director General of the Renewed Hope Ambassadors, Hope Uzodinma, who was represented at the occasion, stated that the ambassadors were selected at this critical period to promote inclusiveness in governance.
We find that they are very articulate people who can spread the message of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who can articulate the programs and policies of the government.
Some of the ambassadors pledged their unwavering support for this administration, assuring that they would take the message of government policies and programs to the grassroots, with a focus on increasing awareness and public participation.
All the coordinators of Renew Hope throughout Ondo State have resolved that we must turn in a result that is unprecedented in Ondo State.
The inauguration is expected to deepen political engagement and enhance communication between the government and the people as the Renewed Hope ambassadors begin their activities across the 203 wards and 18 local government areas of the state. In Akure, Adebayo Jegede, Nta News.
The federal government has banned recipients of honorary degrees from prefixing doctor to their names in official, academic, or professional usage. It declared that the usage of the title by such recipients constitutes a misrepresentation of academic credentials, which will henceforth be treated as academic fraud with attendant legal and reputational consequences. The Minister of Education, Tuji Alausa, disclosed this at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, while briefing newsmen at the end of the Federal Executive Council. Alausa, who appeared alongside the Minister of State for Education, Professor Shuaibu Ahmed, said the FEC approved a uniform policy for the award of usage of honorary degrees by Nigerian universities. Education remains a cornerstone for sustainable development, particularly in promoting the girl child. This conviction inspired a senior health specialist with the World Bank, Dr. Minarat Ogunlayi, to donate Memorial Hall to Muslim Unity Secondary Academy, Akure. The commissioning of the school hall formed part of activities marking a 60th birthday celebration, reflecting our commitment to advancing education and empowering future generations. Oluwakemi Ademola has the details.
Wajadina Surura.
We've known her for a long period. This is not our first. She has been a wonderful person to this community, Akure as a whole.
She's a beacon to the society and a light to all those whose lives she has touched.
She's a pace setter, a woman of intelligence and outstanding. She's always helping women anywhere she goes to, and children.
It will serve as a joint program for us here, and for the school, it will be of help to us.
From a trajectory, you have seen that she has illuminated the lives of so many people in Nigeria and beyond.
I have to thank Allah on her behalf for giving her that a kind of a wisdom and endowment for her to have a kind of what I call Zaharakat Jariya, that is a running charity, for the fact that she is able to have a good intention and as well to really execute it into reality.
We sincerely apologize for the audio issues there. Right now, we go on a short break, and when we return, the news continues.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
Thank you for staying with us. You can also watch us on our social media handles: Facebook at Nta Akure, YouTube at Nta Akure, and on X at NTA. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has met with global investors in Paris, France, emphasizing transparency and fiscal discipline among others, explaining the rationale for the swift implementation of bold reforms. The investors were from Citibank and France Amundi, led by Valerie Bodicin. There were also Blue Crest, US Groups, Prudential Global Investment Management, among others. President Tinubu, who left Nigeria on Sunday for a 3-nation trip, said the economic reforms program of his administration includes measures to remove economic distortions and stabilize macroeconomic indicators, laying the foundation for sustainable inclusive growth. He said his government is committed to deepening reforms, enhancing transparency across the oil value chain, and implementing a multi-pronged security strategy, including police, decentralization, and disrupting terrorist financing.
Recalibration, a subsidy that was a burden to the entire country, was removed, and ever since, today we've achieved the exchange rate stability, like floating the currency. You are able to have a better return on the bonds, and consistency.
Some of the investors who spoke at the meeting of the reforms says that they are optimistic about Nigerian economy. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Taiwo Oyedele, highlighted Nigeria's strong GDP growth in dollar terms in 2025. He said Nigeria recorded 11.2% GDP growth in dollar terms last year, a record that reinforced the country's ambition to achieve a $1 trillion economy by 2030.
We see also the issues going on in Iran. While that is unfortunate, we think it presents new opportunities for us as the world looks to diversify sources of energy and investing in new markets, as well as ensuring that Nigeria is able to get the optimal outcome from the price regime to be able to mobilize more revenue and spend that productively to address supply side, and also ensure that we manage inflation as much as possible.
And to business news, Dangote refinery hikes fuel price as fuel marketers support Nigerian National Petroleum Company to revive Port Harcourt and Warri refineries. For this and more, let's join Boluwatife Adeoti.
Dangote Refinery has effected another upward price adjustment, raising its ex-depot price of premium motor spirits to 1,350 naira per litre. The latest adjustment, confirmed by a senior official of Dangote Refinery and pricing platform petroleumprice.ng, represents a 75 naira increase from the previous 1,275 naira per litre, reinforcing a pattern of frequent price recalibrations that has defined the market in recent weeks. In a similar development, fuel marketers have thrown their weight behind the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited in a plan to revive the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries through a partnership with two Chinese firms, saying the move could unlock idle investment in the dormant assets. The NNPC has signed a memorandum of understanding with Shanji Chemical Company Limited and Shinshen Industry Park Operations and Management Company Limited to drive the rehabilitation, restart, and expansion of the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries through a technical equity partnership model. Lastly, on business news, the Director General of the Security and Exchange Commission, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, has flagged weak sustainability reporting among Nigeria companies, warning that gaps in disclosure could limit access to global capital. And that is all on business news in Akure. Boluwatife Adeoti, NTA News.
Up next is Sport.
Under-20 women's national team, the Falconets, as they arrive Malawi in preparation for the second leg qualifiers against Malawi for the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. The Falconets head into Saturday's return fixture with a 2-0 advantage. The aggregate winners over the two matches will secure qualification for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup to be hosted by Poland later this year. Meanwhile, Malawi coach Maggie Chombo remains optimistic that with better preparation and fewer mistakes, Malawi can improve in the second leg. In the meantime, the Nigerian Premier League side, Warri Wolves, have been sanctioned by the league body for breaching the NPFL framework and rules during their matchday 36 clash against Plateau United on Sunday. As part of the sanctions, Warri Wolves were fined 2 million naira for failing to provide adequate security. The club was also handed a 1 million naira fine for the unsporting behavior of its supporters, while an additional 3 million was imposed for misconduct directed at match officials. Now to the UEFA Champions League action, as Arsenal are on course for the Champions League title after beating Atletico Madrid 2-1 on aggregate to qualify for the final for the first time since 2006. Meanwhile, Mikel Arteta's side will be waiting for the outcome of tonight's encounter between PSG and Bayern Munich to know their opponents in the final in Budapest. Defending champions PSG go into the tie with 5-4 victory in the first leg. Finally, Emma Raducanu has been forced to withdraw from the Italian Open, marking the latest setback in a season already disrupted by problems. The British number 1 was scheduled to begin her tournament later this week against either Solana Sierra or a qualifier, with a potential third-round meeting against Coco Gauff in Rome. However, she has pulled out due to a post-viral illness. With Sports Update, I'm Austin Edemodu, NTA News.
And that's the size of our bulletin for tonight. Many thanks for being part of it. Good evening.